Good morning, everyone. I guess I failed you a little bit because I was trying to do a Take Two update every single week, and we still have 2 daily vlogs which were recorded but not actually published from the Rad City Power Bike, so they will be coming in the next couple of days, maybe in the next week or so. And I am going to give you an update in the time it takes me to make my morning coffee. It seems to be a thing among green car YouTubers that coffee is a thing that we all like. I'm afraid I'm guilty of the same. So I figured I'll kill 2 birds, 2 metaphorical birds, really. I'd never kill a real bird with one stone and make an update while I'm making coffee. This week has been cray-cray. So for those who don't know, we are supposed to be heading to India in just a few days to be guests of Mahindra Electric. We're going to go and see some of their vehicles and talk about electric mobility in India. I'm really excited to go. I'm very honoured that they have invited me to be there. I'm not going to be able to meet up with folks in Bengaluru, unfortunately. Or Bengaluru, I think is how you pronounce it, right? Tell me if I've got it right or not. It's got 2 names, so Bangalore and Bengaluru. Anyway, I'm going to be there literally for 2 days. I land on Tuesday. I start filming on Wednesday. I film again on Thursday, and then I leave very, very, very early Friday morning. So I don't actually go to sleep on Thursday night. I'll sleep on the plane. I'll touch back down here in Portland very, very late on Friday. So it's basically 30 hours of travel for me to get to India. And to make it easier on myself, I had planned to take Brandon too, which some of you may remember from, he was our camera guy for CES this year, not the other Brandon who was cameraman the previous year, but Brandon too was cameraman for us for CES this year, and he was going to come with us. And so too was Gavin Kiwi EV Shoebridge. Now, Gavin had everything set up. He sent his paperwork, and there was a snafu over not being able to accept payment over the phone. He thought that they'd take a credit card and it had to just be a check. So his visa is not going to be processed in time. So poor old Gav got vaccinations for no reason. I'm really sorry about that, Gav. We're going to try and make sure that you're not out of pocket. We're going to try and see what we can do to fix that. Might take a while, but we'll see what we can do. Gavin hopefully will work with us again in the future. But Brandon 2's visa was sent off like a day after mine. I got mine literally in less than a week. It turned around in less than a week. The processing for visa applications in the US for Indian visits is done by several different consulates, and there's multiple consulates across the US. And we had, because I'm based in Portland, Oregon, my application went to the San Francisco mission, that's what they call it. Brandon, because he's based in Albuquerque, New Mexico, his went to the Houston, Texas mission. And despite us filling out the forms almost identically, obviously we didn't put the same name, almost identically, mine was turned around straight away and came back, and they've held Brandon's up because of the word filming. And if you are going to India as a journalist, you have to get a very specific visa. And part of the visa question is, hey, are you going to be filming a documentary there? If so, you have to get special dispensation in addition to what you would normally get if you were being a journalist. So his application has been held up. It is now Thursday. We leave on Sunday morning. We have effectively less than 24 hours to get his visa back to him, or at least in the mail, so that it can arrive tomorrow. And it must arrive tomorrow, otherwise the trip is off for him, which leaves me traveling to India on my own, which I'm not particularly happy about, because I also have to travel through Qatar, Doha. And that is a place that is not necessarily known for being particularly nice to people of the LGBTQ, etc. spectrum, flag, whatever you want to call us. So I'm going to be dressing very modestly on my trip, and I'm hopeful that my sort of stop in Doha is not going to cause any problems. I'm going to be in the airport, so I think if I just play it cool, I'll be fine. But so there's that. It's been a crazy week, as I said. The Rad City Power Bike review is almost done. We are just about ready to throw that out the door. I have done all of the videos for this week, with the exception of 10, which I will start working on today, and then I'll film it tomorrow and push it out the door on Saturday. We've got 3 videos already in the can for next week. 3, which we are working on today. And hopefully, if you're watching the main channel, you won't see an interruption. There may be 1 or 2 days where you don't see a video, but hopefully it'll be as smooth as possible. I'm probably not going to be able to do TEN next week because I am going to be in transit. I'll be in the air. And so because 10 is produced on a Friday, I'm going to be on a plane on Friday. So unless I can figure out a way of recording 10 before I leave the hotel on Thursday evening, then I'm not going to be able to record 10. So it's most likely there will not be a 10 the first week of April, and I'm really sorry about that. So there we have it. Lots of expense this week. Lots of people who've paid for visas, paid for vaccinations, and now they may not be able to go on a trip, which obviously means I don't want to leave them out of pocket. So I've got to figure out a way of trying to make it good for them. The Rad City Power Bike went back yesterday. I'm missing it already. It was a really, really good review, really good review product. When I come back from India, assuming I either do go to India or actually come back from it, I'm going to be reviewing the Nissan Leaf E+, as some countries call it, or the 60 kilowatt hour Nissan Leaf. So I'll be reviewing that for a week. Following that, I'm hoping to get an Energica SA9, which would be good because I haven't ridden a motorbike in a while and I want to review that for a week, just under a week. We're off to Nicola World next month. Erin and I are both off to Nicola World, and hopefully, as that is in the US, we won't have any issues with that. And what else? Hopefully getting the Outlander plug-in hybrid and also the e-Niro from Kia full review at the end of the month. Now I say hopefully because the car pimps have not confirmed that. Now, for those who don't know, a car pimp, it's an unofficial term we use in the automotive industry. I have a former colleague to blame for that, and I'm not going to say who it is. Car pimps are the people who look after press cars. And rather than, in the UK, press cars are often looked after by the automakers themselves. But over here, there are fleets of cars from different manufacturers that are basically loaned to journalists to do reviews. And there are a couple of different companies that I'm dealing with. And one of the companies that I deal with, they're very good at giving me dates, and then sometimes they don't get locked in. So I'm saying tentatively for the Outlander and the e-Niro, because who knows? Things can change. By the way, if you're not a coffee person, these are great. This is called an AeroPress. It's a great way of making a really good cup of coffee. There is a coffee roaster near me, near my house in Hillsborough, and they're called Dapper and Wise coffee roasters. They're really nice. They really nice coffee. Local business, so you support local business, and they are where I get all my coffee from. So not an advert, not endorsed. They're not paying me. I just really like their coffee. They actually have a coffee shop as well called Insomnia Coffee, which is a really good cup of coffee. Again, not owned or endorsed or anything. So the trick to an espresso style shot with an AeroPress is you're supposed to measure it, and I didn't, which is very bad of me. Stir it, give it a good old stir. And you're supposed to stir it for like 10 seconds. I don't always stir it for 10 seconds. I'm trying to do it right on camera. But anyway, that is my April. My April is looking to be kind of crazy. is the only way I can describe it. And given all of the other things going on, and then you push it down for 20. Given all of the other things going on, I might be a bit slow to respond to stuff. People have sort of said, why don't you respond to me? And that's the other thing. I just want to reiterate, when lots of people want to know why I'm not responding to them, and I get so many messages today compared to, 2 or 3 years ago, that I just literally cannot respond to everybody who sends me messages. I try and read as many as I possibly can. And some of the messages are wonderful, and I will do my best to respond to them. And others are mean. I do my best to ignore those. So, yeah, please don't be offended if I take a while to respond or I don't respond. I will do my best to try and respond to as many people as I possibly can. Anyway, that's it. My coffee's done pretty much. So all I've got to say now is don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Support us using the link below. This channel should now have ads turned on, or is getting close to having ads turned on, which would be awesome because it gives us a second income stream. Buy something from our swag shop. I will see you in the UK if you are coming to Fully Charged Live. Keep evolving.